12. You told her that?
Bro, I told her, I said, after we got done having sex, I said,
good morning. It is Monday. I just hopped in the car and it's 9:30, so it's like the radio in the morning talk show host. And this guy was talking about how he was dating this white lady, and he said to her after they were being intimate, he was surprised that she didn't smell because he heard that white people smell like wet dogs or something. And number one, I was so confused. And the radio hosts were laughing. They were like, "You didn't say that, right?" And he was like, "No, I said that." And he's trying to get them to call her on the show. I'm sorry, what? So we're gonna go to Target in a little bit here. I'm having some checks, but I just picked up a few things from Kroger, nothing too crazy. I've just been sitting here reading and responding to some comments on the last weekly vlog. So I'm gonna try and do these every single week and post them on Sunday or Monday. But I appreciate you guys always leaving comments. I love reading them. There were some like meanish ones. I feel like there always are whenever I share a story time. And I just want you guys to know there's a lot that you don't know about me in the way that I go about living my life. I've been through a lot of trauma, and so things that don't make sense to you make sense to me in my brain because I have PTSD. So like the Tony situation, that was right after I went through a lot of stuff back in Maryland before I moved to Georgia. And so I just didn't really know how to create boundaries with people, and I didn't know what was normal and what wasn't normal because the situation that I was in like had me thinking that things that are not normal at all were normal, and if I tried to put up boundaries that I was doing something bad. So that's why that whole entire situation happened. It was honestly a mess if you go back and watch it. But with this newer one, you know, it's just the type of thing where like I live alone and I own a gun. I know how to protect myself. I'm an adult and I've been through things where trust me, I can take care of myself. So I always appreciate the sweet comments and stuff, but I don't think you should ever be really mean about the way that someone uses their own judgment, because you have no idea what they've been through, and trauma can directly affect the way that you live your life, the people that you let into your life, the situations that you get yourself into. So don't judge anyone's like healing process, because it kind of hurts sometimes. I'm not gonna sit here and like start crying, it's really not that big of a deal. But just like in the future, keep in mind you don't know everything about everyone, and the same thing goes with people in your life. So we are going to Target. This top is from Shein. These jeans are the jeans that I wore in my last vlog, and the company doesn't exist anymore. I've got my bum bag. We've got the hat. So I am in the weirdest mood right now. I've just been so off. I think it honestly has a lot to do with my diet and nutrition. Like these past couple days and last week, because I didn't meal prep, like everything was all thrown off. And when I don't get enough food in, you can get a little depressed. Like, I don't know if anyone's actually ever been through that, but it used to happen to me all the time where I was essentially malnourished, and it affects my mood greatly. So I had some cereal, but I need to meal prep. So we're gonna do that when we come back from Target. I have a couple like kind of essential things I need to pick up. I'm gonna vlog on my phone though, because I'm sorry, this camera's just way too big, and it's not gonna fit in this little bag. So I'll see you there. All right, I apologize. This lighting is absolutely terrible. I always have to laugh at myself because whenever I'm like going somewhere and someone starts taking the same turns as me, I'm like, oh my God, someone is following me. It's like, sis, nobody wants to follow you that bad. Like, let's be honest here. It's just not happening. Especially when you're going to Target and like, hi, this is the only thing over here. I'm so irritating. I'm just paranoid all the time. But I've actually never been to this Target. But I was getting kind of sick of the Edgewood one. I don't like Edgewood. Like, that's just not the place to be day or night. I don't care. It's just not it. I'm gonna pick up this for some of the roots since I over bleached a tiny bit. You can't take it from me, 'cause I'm the one who's giving it up. And I know it's been hard, but you've made it this far. No, I'm the one who's giving it up. So it is now 1:18. I did a bunch of work. I did my client work this morning. If you're new here, I'm a personal trainer. That's how I make my money. YouTube money goes straight into my savings account and I literally never see it. So if you ever see me spending money, I worked pretty hard for it. But I've got 4 meals I'm gonna make. So these were the meals I was supposed to make last week. So we're gonna make shrimp fajitas. We've got some raw medium shrimp here. This is from Kroger. I've got red, yellow, orange peppers, which I got last week, so they're not going to be as A1 as they would have been if I got them fresh, but it's totally fine. Once they're like cooked, you don't really even notice. We have 1 sweet or yellow onion. I'm not entirely sure. I've had it for a minute. And then that will be made with rice. So I make rice the day of because it takes like 5 seconds. I either use the Uncle Ben's rices, or I use these, and that's because these are always the ones that are on sale, or I'll do the box of the jasmine rice. But I usually do jasmine or basmati because those give me the best calories for what I'm looking for. I am trying to gain weight, so the way that I meal prep and make my meals is I will go ahead and make the entire meal, calculate all the calories, and then when I'm having a serving of it, I will just divide it up. So I'll be like, okay, this is gonna make 3 servings of food, take the total calories of the food that you made, and then divide it up. So a lot of people always ask me how to do it when you meal prep. That's the easiest way because you want the servings to be the same, otherwise it's just gonna throw you off. So that's gonna be the shrimp fajitas. Then we're gonna make a fish salad. So I'm thawing my fish right now. It is the steelhead trout. I get all my fish from Amazon fresh. And all of these meals are 100% gluten-free because I am gluten-free because I am slowly moving closer and closer to having celiac because my mom has it. So we're just trying to stop that in its tracks by just removing it entirely from my diet. And I feel incredible. So highly recommend cutting out gluten if you can. And then I'm gonna have this with salad. You guys saw the salad I picked up. I think it's just spinach mixed with the field greens or something like that. We're gonna do sweet potatoes, russet potatoes, and tofu. So we're just using 2 medium-sized potatoes. I either do firm or extra firm tofu, and then I season everything with like Old Bay, garlic powder, onion powder, and yeah. If you are new to cooking tofu, get extra firm. You can get it super crispy and literally fry it in the pan, and it's incredible. It soaks up all the flavor, and you don't have to worry about the consistency. So that's how I would cook it if you're new to tofu. And then I'm just gonna make chickpea fried rice. So I pick up whatever chickpeas there are. They're usually called garbanzo beans. I cook these in the oven, 450 for about 25 minutes. Season them before, douse them in a bunch of olive oil, and then bake them. They'll be crispy and crunchy. They're incredible. This is literally Worst Chefs of America. Yes, I am cutting on this beautiful like granite countertop because your girl has been living here for like 8 months and still doesn't have a cutting board. So that's the tea for today. I saved you guys the tragedy of me cutting those peppers. So there they are. It took me about 30 minutes in total to do all of this. Keep in mind I was also filming myself. But we've got all the peppers chopped up for the fajitas, got our potatoes for a little hash. I chopped up an entire container of tofu, got 2 of our fillets, and now I'm gonna go ahead and do my chickpeas. So all I do is I add garlic powder, onion powder, Old Bay because I'm a Marylander. I use some coriander seed, some garlic salt. Sometimes I'll use this instead of just actual salt, and then some black pepper. And don't forget to add your oil. If it's time to try. So it's 2:15. We finished the shrimp fajitas. I'm having some leftover Five Guys fries. Their stuff is 100% gluten-free, by the way. They cook everything in peanut oil. And then I am waiting for my tofu to finish up here. And the chickpeas and the sweet potatoes and everything are in the oven. And then I have my trout seasoned with some garlic salt and some pepper. So that's gonna be the last thing I do because I only own one pan and everything's on that one. So I will start to get ready to go to the gym for whenever this stuff finishes up, I guess. We had a fantastic workout. I just benched. I did 80 for sets of 3, which is pretty good considering I haven't benched in months. I have to get gas tomorrow. I really don't want to right now because I'm just not dressed to be at a gas station. And unfortunately that's something I have to do. But we got a nice little tricep pump. I'm so proud of my arms. I'm gonna throw up a before photo of what my arms looked like, just genetically. I think people think that I'm like genetically blessed, as if I just already kind of looked like this. I would still be about 105 pounds, if not less than that, at my age, because when I was, I guess 17 is when I started lifting, and I weighed 105 pounds. So it's like, I was done growing. So that was just gonna be me. And it's just crazy to see how far I've come. Now it has been almost 5 years, so hopefully, you know, I would look like that by now. But, yeah, so I had a really good workout, like I said. And I'm starving, so I'm really excited to eat one of my meal prepped meals. I am going to have some dinner. Those Alani News, like, oh my god, it is the most, like, just chill energy that you get. Like, you're not super, like, crazy. I don't know. I really, really like those because a lot of energy drinks don't really do much for me, and those make me feel good, like, my entire workout. So highly recommend if you've been looking for energy drinks. They are around the price of Monsters, I believe, so they're not super highly priced or anything like that, but I don't think they're ever on sale unless you get them off of her own website. So we just got some jasmine rice. There's like a little more than a cup in there, and then the shrimp is under there somewhere. But oh my god, I forgot to add my onion. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Yeah, I cut it and I put it in the fridge because you guys told me that helps with the crying, which it does, and then I just forgot to add it. So I'm way too lazy to add that for today. So we're just gonna have peppers and shrimp and rice. So we've got ourselves a little unboxing here. Just went to check my mail because I literally never check it. So the first thing is the lens cap for this camera. So this is the Lumix G7. I've had this camera forever, actually. I've had it since 2016, but this was the camera that was replacing another camera that I had, I think. I don't even remember, to be honest. I've had a lot of cameras. But when my Canon broke the other day, I just took this one out and it's good to go. So I got myself this wide angle with macro lens cap, and it's got the adapter right on top of it. So I got this from Walmart. I'll link it down below if anybody's interested. But essentially, this lens is only 14 millimeters, and my Canon was 8, which is a super wide lens. And this one is, what is it? It goes down to 3.5, whereas I think the Canon went down to like 1.8 or something like that. So this one isn't as good as the other one in terms of low light, which I'm sure you have noticed, but it still does a pretty good job. So I did want to go ahead and get this just so I could see. It was really cheap. I think it was like $15 or something like that. Look how beautiful that is. We love to see it. This is actually really, really nice quality glass considering how cheap it was. And then my second package is a straightener that was sent to me. So fun fact, I've been using the same straightener that was gifted to me, I think 4 or 5 years ago, and it has worked for that long. So I have very, very high standards when it comes to straighteners. So we'll try this one out tomorrow. But this is the Duvolle, I think it's called. So I'll put the link down below, and if they gave me a discount code or something, I'll add that too. I'm pretty sure you guys can get this for like $60 or something, but it just looks like this. And I love these boxes. I can't tell if this is magnetic or if you push this one out, but it's got, all right, so it's got tourmaline ceramic plates. Is it tourmaline like a crystal? Power ready light, power on and off, 5 pre-programmed digital settings, and a 360-degree swivel cord. That's actually really nice because the cord that I have right now pisses me off all the time. 270 degrees to 450. So the one that I have right now goes up to 450, but I think the lowest is like 300. So it's nice that this one has a super low one. And these plates are really, really nice. So I came in my room so that you guys can truly see how incredible this adapter is. So this is how wide it gets when I have it on. Unfortunately, my camera is super heavy now, but I usually use my tripod anyways, or I have it sitting somewhere, so it's not that big of a deal. But this is what it looks like. Like it goes out so far. That's what she said. Like it's a lot, but it looks so good. So I'm gonna take this off so you guys can actually see the difference. So this is me. This is as wide as it was getting without the adapter. Good morning. So it is 7:05. I'm waiting for my client to hop on Skype so we can do our training. So I'm excited. And my knee is really bothering me. It's just a little bit inflamed because, ironically enough, I was demonstrating some movements that help you alleviate knee pain in the long run, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a side-by-side form check and do them wrong. And unfortunately, sometimes when I do those and I do it wrong, it does actually mess up like whichever area it's supposed to be alleviating. So my knee is a little bit inflamed, but I was just showing you guys the tempo lunge, the step up, and the squat. So if you ever have issues with knee pain, check out that Instagram post that I posted. I posted it yesterday because it'll change your life. I give you guys cues and everything. So if you're ever looking for specific help for exercises, Instagram is the place to get that because I post a lot of demonstration videos and I always ask you guys on my stories certain questions and it's because I'm going to use it for a post. So I asked you guys weeks ago about knee pain, and I finally got around to filming that, but my knee's a little bit inflamed, and I was going to do glutes today, so technically it should be fine. Like, just because you have inflammation, your knee hurts, doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It's just inflamed. I'll see how I feel as I'm kind of like walking around my apartment. You're always going to feel the worst when you wake up because your body's super stiff. So we're going to do some training with her, see how I'm feeling. I think we're just doing upper body today, so all that we ever use are bands, and then she has some dumbbells that she uses. All right, here we go. Hi. So it is now 11. I am just finishing up some work here. So I'm just onboarding a bunch of new clients, and essentially that just means I'm responding to the emails, sending out the questionnaires, making sure they have all the information that they're needing, figuring out what plan they want, if they want to pay in full, pay monthly. It's a lot of like little things I gotta do, and just making sure that they know what they're getting and all of that, because I do contracts. So I've just been working on that, and putting in my notes app like separately what plans they're doing, the pricing, because the way that I set up my wait list, when I originally had my wait list, I had much lower prices, and I created the wait list so that I could raise my prices essentially, because I only want to take on like a certain amount of people at a time, and I also have a certain amount of money that I want to make from certain things every single month. So this is just one of my many streams of income, but I like it to be my like #1 stream, since it is the thing that I spend most of my time on. But we are actually about to go to Homegoods and IKEA, possibly Home Depot. I'm sick and tired of my room. Normal 12-month leases would have me ending my lease at the end of next month, but I chose a longer lease, so I'm here longer, and I'm just tired of this now. So my theme is basically every color in this tapestry, but I want to take this tapestry down, and I just want to do gray and like brown. All right, so we are headed to IKEA right now. I thought we would come here first because last time I came here, they had a line, and I don't really want to have to deal with that. So I thought it made more sense to come earlier instead of later in the day. Did not see a line to go inside, so we are off to a great start. I really don't feel like dealing with that. I forgot to bring my water. I was like trying to put it in my bag, and then I ended up just leaving it on the counter, but that's okay. Maybe I'll get something to drink in IKEA. And in here, we're gonna see if we can find like a bedspread or something that I do like. At least get a feel for what they have, because I think it's still going to be kind of pricey for HomeGoods, and chances are when I move into my next apartment, I'm not going to use like half of the stuff that I'm picking out, but I'll have it long enough that it will end up being worth the price for the time being. This is such my vibe. So I need a solid color comforter. They don't have it. I'm gonna get a cutting board. Let's see. Just get these. I forgot there's this entire section. So. Of course, they're completely sold out of the one I want. So, I completely forgot IKEA doesn't give you bags, but we got a new doormat that I didn't need that I saw while checking out. I got a new, what's this called? Dish drying mat, because the one that I got a couple months ago was from like the dollar store, and it's just super dirty now, and I thought this color was pretty. And then you guys saw I got my shopping boards. We got 2 of those. So I'm sweating, so I apologize if you hear the AC in a second here. I'm gonna look to see where Homegoods is and also see where a gas station is, because technically I have 7 miles left in my tank, which is actually like 23, because I like know the math of my tank. That's how often I do this to myself, unfortunately. And then I wanted to get something to drink, and I was like, let me just get this. So it is the IKEA apple cider. It apparently has 0.1 ounce of alcohol, but when I look at the list, it just doesn't say anything. So I'm super confused. I'm not like allergic to alcohol or anything. I just choose not to drink it. We are actually approaching 5 months, fam, which is crazy. My cravings went away probably after like 2 months, but I still want it sometimes when I get upset, but I can quickly like do something else instead. And the fact that I don't have alcohol in my apartment also helps, and I'd have to like go to Kroger or something like that and get wine. It's like, I don't know, I think the only time I want it is when I see people drinking it in like a vlog, which is so weird because I'm fine with people drinking in person, but people on YouTube, I don't know, it just makes me want to drink with them. But we are 1 week away exactly from 5 months of being sober, which is insane. So let's give this a taste. Oh yes, that is fantastic. They actually have tons to choose from. I really like this one, but it's only a king. So I'm looking at, I think it's this one. It's really cheap. 60 for all that. There's this gray and the blue one. So in between these two, it's like a light gray, or this one. I don't think I've ever gone somewhere and not had some man talk to me. Like, it's why I wear earphones all the time. And of course, as I'm leaving, he talks to me, and it's just, I feel like it's so awkward when it's someone that works there, because I don't know, it's just like a different level of uncomfortable. Luckily with Corona, you can just kind of be like, oh, sorry, Corona, and just shut that down. Like, I'll mumble to people through my mask. And they'll be like, what? And I'm just, so, pro tip, you can always do that. But now I'm gonna find a gas station through getupside. So if you never used it before, it's just a cashback app. I'll put my code up on the screen. You can get 20 cents off of each gallon your first time.
Starting route to 329 14th Street Northwest.
So I did get a comforter. I got
to the route.
The 8-piece set. It ended up being $56, I believe. So we love our deals. And I just wanted to get something that didn't have a print on it, because I have a like a throw at the end of my bed, and that has a design, and I was like, well, I don't want to overkill this too much. Also, why do all these shopping centers look exactly the same? Like, that's something I've noticed in Atlanta. So it is 5:50 now. I didn't end up going to the gym because I could tell my body was just asking me to chill, and I thought I'd actually listen to it for once. So I am about to make dinner, and I'm going to be doing this investment class. So My mom sends me stuff related to money all the time. If you've ever wondered, budgeting, money management, my parents push that on my brother and I pretty hard, and Dave Ramsey is like the man. So if you ever wondered why my money management skills seem to kind of be in check at my age, it's really just because my parents push that a lot. So I'm about to make a salad. We're using half an avocado. I feel like I got jibbed because the pit of this avocado is absolutely massive. That's what she said. And I could literally feel it as I was cutting through it. I was like, oh my God, rude. So we're gonna make salad. It's using half of this. I'm using my baby spring mix, the honey mustard gluten-free Annie's dressing here, and then obviously my fish that I prepped.
Insurance products or mutual funds or whatsoever. So that is something that from there.
I've literally been craving sugar for the past like hour, so now we're at Taco Bell because I really just want one of those Baja Blast. I'm also like on my period, not really, but like the way my birth control's set up, and so the craving's just not gonna go away, so it's fine. I'm just gonna let it happen.
Hey, welcome to the sale.
Hi, could I get a large Baja Blast? Thank you. We've got a late start to the vlog. It is 3:30 and I'm actually about to head to the gym, so I'm going a little bit earlier today. So I thought I'd show you guys my supplements. So I've literally just been working all day. It's just so boring. I was like, I'm not filming this. So I was just doing client work, drafting up contracts, editing this vlog that you're seeing right now, and then working on some other little things in the making and just kind of planning out the rest of my year when I'm launching stuff and all of that. It's quite boring, like I said. So for my intro workout, salt and creatine. So I usually use the hydration by Ladder Sport, but I'm out of it, so I need to order some more. But the hydration essentially is just a hydration. It's like a Gatorade, but it also has sodium in it. So you lose a lot of sodium when you work out. And so adding it to your drink, your water, whatever it may be, really helps. I almost put that in that cabinet. When you are lifting, doing cardio, whatever it is, you lose sodium through your sweat. So I always add some of that to my drink if I'm not using my supplement. And then we're having 1 scoop of creatine, just the typical 5 grams. Creatine is great if you are trying to gain weight, helps you put on muscle, and it is great if you're trying to lose weight. It helps you retain your muscle mass while you are in a fat loss phase. This is the Ultra Rosa. So this is a new one, I believe. This one has 150 milligrams per can, and these do not have beta-alanine in them or anything like that. It's just a pure energy drink. It's not classified as a pre-workout. So, okay, that's good. I feel like all Monsters kind of taste the same. So this day I was actually taking you guys through one of the Instagram posts that I posted on how to get your first pull-up. So I demonstrated a couple pull-ups to do first. And then if you want to see like the play-by-play, go to my Instagram at @LauandWas so you can get like a full breakdown. But essentially I am just showing you movements that you can use in order to get your first pull-up. So you guys saw me actually demonstrate the pull-ups. And we'll get into some movements that you can use to build up some strength. But when you are actually trying to do pull-ups, one of the best things that you can do is negatives. So negatives is essentially just taking the movement as slow as you can from the top to the bottom and fully holding it. So essentially you will be doing your best to get full range of motion and you'll build up strength in that way. So what you'll see me doing here is actually a dead grip hang where you're essentially just using your lats and you're testing your grip strength as well as your lat strength for just being able to hold your body. Because if you can't hold your body in a dead hang, you can't do a pull-up. So If you're not strong enough to just hold yourself there, then you probably can't pull yourself up to where you need to be. So that is a great way to test your grip strength and see where you need to be and some things that you need to work on. This will let you know if your lats are pretty strong. If they already are, then it probably won't be super difficult for you to do negative pull-ups. So I always tell everyone to start with some chin-ups. So you guys will see I'm just chalking my hands here. This is just some pink liquid chalk from Strong Supply by Meg Squats. Love her brand. So essentially it goes from liquid to powdered chalk on your hands in about 30 seconds. So it's nice because in my gym, we don't have chalk buckets or anything. It's not like a powerlifting gym. So chalk is very messy. This is like the cleanest way that I am able to use it. And then I just wipe everything down, obviously, because, you know, everything going on in the world right now. But you guys will see me demonstrating the negative chin up. So the difference between the chin up and the pull up is essentially the way that your body is performing the movement. So you use your biceps a lot more in the chin up, and it will be easier for people who are first starting out because you probably have stronger arms than you do stronger lats, especially for us girls. And then you guys will see me doing the negative pull up here. So the pull up is wide grip, and you're essentially pulling your body up with your lats, and your range of motion is a little bit different at the top. So you'll see at the chin up, you're much, much higher because essentially your chin's supposed to go over the pull up bar. Whereas with the pull up, you're really just pulling your lats up to the top, kind of getting a little bit of range of motion and then coming back down. So your range of motion isn't going to be as great because you have a wider grip on the pull up bar. So definitely go ahead and check out that post if you are interested in getting your first pull up. But some movements that you can do that will just help you build your lats in general and build up the muscle groups that you need in the pull up are the wide grip lat pull down. This is one of my favorites that I've been doing since I ever first started going to the gym, and it's one of those movements where you can tell if you're doing it right or not because you should feel it in your lats no matter what. Another movement you can do is an underhand bent over row. You can do this with a barbell or you can do it with dumbbells. I was just using a barbell with 95 pounds, nothing too crazy. I was doing like 6 to 8 reps and just really focusing on using your lats and getting that movement pattern down. And then you can also try a lat pullover. So you can do this with dumbbells on like an incline bench or even lying down to get a full stretch, or you can use a rope attachment like you guys see me doing here. And that is really just going to help you initiate your lats and get used to retracting your scapula and getting your lats all fired up and, you know, starting to understand what you're supposed to be feeling while you're doing certain movements, because you should always feel like you're doing something when you're working out. It's not supposed to be easy. It is supposed to be pretty hard. So if you feel like you're not feeling anything, you're probably just not doing it right. And then the last thing is just some bicep curls. You know the dealio, but those help a lot with chin-ups, like I said. If you have pretty big biceps, you'll probably be a lot better at the chin-ups at first than someone who has smaller arms. Alrighty, we are back from the gym. I'm literally already like snacking on dinner food. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Whether you're trying to learn how to do your first pull-up or you just want a back workout, it's A1. Back is like one of my favorite things to train, and it's one of my most developed muscle groups. So your girl loves to show it off. But we're gonna make my chickpea fried rice. So I've got my chickpeas here. We're gonna do yellow corn mixed with this Kroger like veggie blend. I always get their stuff because I'm super picky with my vegetables and I like the combinations that they make. We're gonna use half of this Thai jasmine rice, 2 eggs, and then just some gluten-free soy sauce. They do actually crush wheat into regular soy sauce, so the more you know. So it is actually Friday now, and I'm about to straighten my hair. So I didn't end up filming yesterday because I just needed a day off. I work like every single day, even on weekends and stuff. And so I think sometimes I forget that's not entirely normal. And sometimes I just need a little break. So I took a little break yesterday and I just like watched some movies and I did a little bit of work, but I mostly just allowed myself to actually relax for once and not think about work and planning for work. And I feel like I'm always planning something. We're gonna try out this flat iron here. So the one that I've been using for years is the Bio Ionic times 10. This was one that was supposed to like vibrate while you used it, but stuff like that breaks so quickly. And I think straighteners should just be a straightener and like protect your hair to the best of its ability. So that's worked perfectly fine for me just using the normal temperatures, but we will try this one out. I'll link it down below. But we're about to go to the Perimeter Mall. I was doing work basically all morning. It's like 11:30 now, I think. So now we're gonna head to the mall because I don't want to deal with traffic on Ashford Dunwoody. God, that light makes me want to die. And if I go too late, the traffic gets really, really bad there. Okay, that did like a phenomenal job. Cool. I recommend. As long as it straightens my hair, I don't really care. Quick wardrobe change. My top just kept falling down and I can't find any of my strapless bras for some reason. So we're wearing this top, which is also from Shein. I love these tops. I think they're really cute. Necklace, it's the same one as always. These are the new Free People jeans that I picked up. So I'll link them down below if they are still available. These are the sandals from Express. And then just got my little bag here and it's a look. I always forget how long it takes to get to this mall and that it is actually outside. Well, it's not outside the perimeter, but it's like 2 steps away from being outside. A mess. Alright, I found a couple things to try out. So I wanted to do the sets like I told you guys, but they don't have the sports bras, so I'm gonna see if they have them at Pond City Market if I do end up going. But I did pick up the Flow Wide Bra in this color, and I got the aligned pants to match. So they are actually made with the same fabric, so if you like the aligned pant fabric, the Flow Wide is also made with that fabric. So I wanted to be bougie and get the matching set. And then these are the 2 tie-dyes that they have right now. They also have a gray, but they actually didn't have the legging in it. So there's a red and a blue. So I was trying to find the wide bras to match these. Apparently they're out front, so I'll probably call and ask them. But I mean, I would wear these anyways, but I think if I had the blue one, I would probably want the matching sports bra because I don't really have anything that would truly match this, whereas the red I could wear with my black bra. And then this pattern, I have in a long pair of pants, but I've always wanted it in the align. And it comes and goes, so I do wear 4 in all the lines. Sometimes I wear 2 if I want it to be a little bit tighter, but only in the full length. So these are all the 25s, and this is actually the Lauren. Lauren. And I have 5. Okay. This is actually the Wonder Under. I love them. I'm only picking one of these, so whichever one I like better. So this is the blue, and I do actually get the sale on these because I am a personal trainer, so that's why I own so much Lululemon. But not bad. It's like the bleach dye that's in right now. I think I might like this red better. I don't know. It's like very different, very out of my comfort zone to be honest, but I still think they're cute. I could have like read better on me, even though it looks like it bled through my pants. Here's the set. These are super tight. These are a 4. This is a 6. But it's cute, but I can tell that this would probably fall down, so. So I just got back from Lulu. It is now 1:55. I was super surprised by the traffic at 1:30. Like, it was already just bumper to bumper, like 5 miles per hour. But I honestly should never be surprised because this is Atlanta and everybody uses their car. So I did pick up 2 things that I didn't really think I was gonna get. So I went in for those tie-dye, like, I guess bleach dye leggings, and I tried them on and I looked back at the footage and I was like, I don't know if I like these that much. Like, they looked okay in person, but I was like, how often am I actually going to wear these? So, funny thing, I only own 1 pair of black leggings from Lululemon, and it's the Wonder Under. It was like the first or second pair of leggings I ever got, but they're cotton, and I find myself wearing like all these different types of black leggings, which are fine, but the Align pant is my favorite legging. So I was like, let me just get those. So these were $98, but I do get a discount because I am a personal trainer. It's not a crazy discount or anything like that, but it does knock some money off. But I got them in a 28 length, so they go all the way down to my ankle and bunch a tiny bit. I am 5'10", so this is like the perfect length for me. And then 25 is basically right at the ankle, kind of like it is on the jeans that I'm wearing right now. So anyone who loves feet, you're welcome. Should be glad I'm not charging for that. So I went ahead and I got these in a size 2 actually. So I either get the Align pant in a size 2 or a 4. And I just try them on and see how I feel. So I have a couple pairs that are in a size 2, and they're more of my colorful ones, like my yellowish green one is a size 2, and my purple ones are also a size 2. But like my blue ones and my green ones are size 4s. So it honestly depends. Just keep in mind that if you do size down and you have like a pattern like this, it might be a little bit more see-through. I don't wear underwear with my leggings. I always go commando. I think it is extremely uncomfortable to wear underwear with leggings, and I'm just not about it. And you can always see the lines. And these are like, these stick to your skin, so you really can't wear underwear with the Aligns. So I got the one in the print that I showed you guys that I really like that is never in stock. So these are the 25. I got them in a size 2. The ones I tried on were a size 4, but they were starting to pill, like around this band, the seams were coming apart. And you can bring the leggings back in and they'll re-sew everything for free. But I just didn't feel like dealing with that. And I actually liked the way that the 2 fit and felt better up against my skin. Hey Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 4:07 p.m.
All right.
Enjoy your evening.
It's gym time. I have my second bag packed to change into clothes and stuff I'm bringing to get ready at the gym, because like I said, I'm gonna shower and stuff there. So we're gonna have the Tropsicle today. We may or may not be squatting for the first time since like January probably, because I cut out squats because I was trying to increase my deadlift and I was having issues with my hip, and I was like, there's just really no point. Like I didn't need to be squatting. Like it really wasn't necessary. There's plenty of other exercises that I ended up utilizing. So if there's a rack open, we'll do some squats. I don't know if I'll be able to film it, but I am bringing my camera and my stand just in case, because it is a little bit easier to set that up than this huge camera that gets in everyone's way. But if not, I'm just gonna do hip thrust. So whether I film it or not will depend on how busy the gym is. I apologize. I'm trying to go earlier in hopes that I can film. But if not, let me know if you guys want to see a glutes workout and I'll just film one next week. So I've got my knee sleeves. If I do squat, I always bring my hip circle. This one's by Slingshot, and then I just have like a random super stretchy one from Amazon. I've got my belt, my wrist wraps because I do squat low bar. And then this is my bag with like literally my entire life in it. That was super quick. I actually did squats. It went great, so I'll show you guys next time. But now I'm gonna transform this mess. So it is now Sunday, and I had so much fun with Jayra Friday night, I guess it was. Yesterday I literally just worked, so there's nothing going on. But I completely forgot to film. We just went to the Bar Taco in Inman Park. Highly recommend if you like that type of vibe. And then on the way home, I had to have police escort me to my apartment complex because they had closed down like every single road in the area, and it was a mess. But so now it is Sunday. I'm about to actually go to her apartment complex because she's having some people over for Labor Day. So if you're watching this on Monday, Labor Day, I hope you're having a wonderful Labor Day. Socially distancing to the best of your ability. If you are doing anything, I know the North is very strict, whereas the South, we're just living our lives. So just wear your mask and you're good to go. But I am going to eat before I go because I'm not entirely sure what that situation is going to be like. Half my hair is already wet, so I thought we would just go ahead and finish the rest of it because I was washing the front part of my hair to get some of the excess like hairspray out that I used to lay it down. So it's just weird when it's not all wet. Some exciting stuff has happened today. I just sent in 2 applications for 2 dogs. I'm not getting 2 dogs, I'm just getting 1. But 2 dogs that I found. So I've been looking like nonstop, which I think you guys already know because I'm pretty sure I have talked about wanting to get a dog on my channel a couple times. But now I'm ready. Like there's really no reason for me to wait anymore. And I'm looking to get a dog that is under 1 year old. So it doesn't have to be like a newborn puppy. I don't really care that much. We did that with Bella. I've done the puppy thing. I don't want to get a dog that's older than that. I think it'd be suitable in a different home, and I can't just go and just pick up a dog. Like a lot of people are just like, yo, you just adopt any dog. I just can't do that. Pit bulls, and what's the other breed? The American Staffordshire. All of those, which are like my favorite dogs, are banned from every single apartment complex that I have ever seen in Atlanta. I can't have them here, and I want a dog now. So I do have to make it make sense. I can't get a dog that's too big because I am not sure where I'm going to be living in the future. If I'm going to get a house, I'm definitely doing apartments for the next 1.5 years. So I don't want to get a dog that's going to outgrow the space. And I need to get a dog that is small enough now that it doesn't feel too cramped. So my apartment complex is like made for dogs. You can have so many dogs. It's actually kind of crazy. And the fees aren't too bad. So I am looking to get one that is 1 year old or younger, and one that can be potty trained if necessary. So I don't want to be potty training a dog in a high-rise apartment. It's just going to be an absolute nightmare. So I was like, let me just get one now. So if I end up getting a puppy or a younger dog that still needs to be potty trained, I'm able to do that because I have the perfect apartment for it and I'm in the perfect place for that. One of the dogs is already taken. So that didn't take any time at all. I swear that dog was like on there for 2 days. I don't think any longer than that. So they did tell me that they could hook me up with any dogs that are 6 months or older that have all their vaccines, because I totally forgot that you can't bring puppies around other puppies until they're done with their full round of vaccines. So that's totally fine. I'll probably email back and say that sounds good, and also let her know that I do have other spots where I could obviously take the dog to the bathroom to do the potty training. But I completely forgot about that. I guess because with Bella, the only other dogs that were in the neighborhood were like our neighbors, and like that was basically it. So we weren't like trying to set up play dates or anything, so I didn't even really think about that. But I am about to head out now. I just put on some white shorts and it should be fun. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so it's not like,
Expect a low of 60 degrees.
it's not like sweltering yet. So I'm gonna respond to that email, and then I am going to keep that in mind while I apply for some of these other dogs, and make sure that when I'm filling out my application, I let them know that I am able to potty train them in other places, because I've been plugging that dog park because it's amazing for long term, but it's not super helpful at the beginning for like a little tiny dog. Okay, I just got here. I'm just waiting for her to let me know where I'm supposed to park, because the first time I came here, I didn't have my car, so I actually just Ubered, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I think she said they're not towing right now, so I might actually be able to park inside of the apartment garage, but she still has to let me in with like the little key fob thing. So yeah, it should be fun. I haven't even really felt what it feels like outside yet. Yeah, it's pretty warm. I'm over it. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm over it. Okay, I moved down here because I want to be warm. I don't like being cold. But like the summer is it's really, really long. Like it's just feeling very long at this point, and I'm kind of over it. So fall is like my season, and fall is definitely longer here than it is back in Maryland, so I can't complain about that. But I remember sweating when I first moved in, and that was at the end of October. So I don't know why I'm like surprised that it's still just blistering hot outside.